Have you got to a Friday and it's so mentally exhausted you are too tired to enjoy the weekend? I know it sucks. Well, in this video, I want to share 5 traits you need to get more ideas, work better, stay mentally healthy without being mentally drained by the end of the week. My name is Morton, host of Time Strapped Health, giving busy professionals and entrepreneurs like you a way to optimize health while you create success. In this video, I share 5 traits I've noticed in the top executives and entrepreneurs I've worked with who are mega busy but appear to have endless energy. And this isn't about being introvert, extrovert, optimistic, pessimistic types of traits. It is a way of looking at their work that creates a continued generation of energy. Now be sure to like and subscribe to this channel to ensure that you don't miss a video, and in the comments box below I'd like to know what gives you the most energy about the work you do. Now imagine the scene: you get up, you have the same morning routine each day, you get stuck into a traffic jam at the same place every day. If you don't even go to work office at all, you get to your desk, you look at the same reports, the same emails, the same complaints, the same gossip until you finish, where you get the same dinner and watch the same reality TV before going to bed, realizing you've got to do the same again tomorrow. And into that mix, a healthy dose of stress. Now, do you think that you're going to feel very energized? Do you think your creative juices are going to flow? Or do you think that you're going to feel knackered a lot of the time? The extreme end of this is burnout. The World Health Organization defines burnout as a syndrome conceptualized as resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. It is categorized by 3 dimensions. 1, a feeling of energy depletion or exhaustion. 2, increased mental distance from one's jobs or feeling negative and cynical about your job. And 3, reduced professional efficacy. Now the emphasis in that whole statement should be on not successfully managed. This meaning it can happen to anyone if you don't manage your mind, body and workload effectively. And that is what I'm going to look at today. Having trained busy professionals and entrepreneurs for the last 12 years, I have seen clients who are knackered all the time, who are in the throes of burnout, whose health has been affected by not successfully managing their mind, body and workload. I have also seen clients who are equally busy, who are frequently bright-eyed and energized. Through watching these people and researching energy levels and peak performance, I can see 5 common mental traits that feature in a lot of my energized clients. The 5 traits of energized minds are purpose, openness, curiosity, intent, and autonomy. Now you may have all of these or some. Think about how you can add each of these into your life. This is how you know you have each one. The first one is purpose. When your mind is governed by purpose, you are working on something bigger than you. It aligns with the values you have. One of the dangers of modern work is the seemingly endless nature of it. Work that has no beginning or end, and it is so easy to lose sight of the purpose of the work you do. In fact, a recent McKinsey study found 70% of workers they surveyed cited their sense of purpose is defined by their work. The clients and professionals I see who constantly have a sense of energy about them always talk about something important they're working on that is bigger than them, whether that is charity they're working with, a new business, or working with governments. There is a clear purpose that's nurturing their energy levels. It excites them, it interests them, it gets them up in the morning. Add in purpose. Think about what you are working on. What do you find important about what you are doing? How does it benefit an entity, whether it be other people or a cause that's other than yourself? When you come up with some ideas, focus on them and ask how you can amplify those important values further. Now the second trait is openness. You are open to different options and perspectives and don't dismiss them out of hand. Think about that manager or colleague that whenever anything was suggested, they shot it down straight away. Now sometimes they might have been right, but that's not the important part, and I'll tell you why. Openness energizes you in 2 big reasons. 1, openness evokes possibilities which generate energy more than being closed to new ideas, which shuts them down quickly. And 2, A lot of new ideas come from looking outside your normal sphere of awareness. This could be outside your industry, outside your usual interests, outside your usual habits. This only comes if you make a habit of being open to new ideas and experiences, something a lot of busy professionals and entrepreneurs don't do. So how do you add in openness? Over the next week, read a book or article you wouldn't normally read. Listen to a podcast interview with someone you wouldn't normally listen to. If a colleague makes a suggestion about something, play around with it in your mind as though it's the best idea you've ever heard. All of these start exercising your openness muscle. Now, before we go on to the third trait, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel to ensure you don't miss a video. And if there's a topic you want me to cover, just make it in the comments box below. Now, trait number 3 is curiosity. You are frequently stimulating your mind with interesting things and noticing things around you that you would ordinarily miss. Curiosity and openness go hand in hand. It's hard to be curious if you're not open, and being open comes from having a curious mind. Being curious generates energy because you are interested. A quote I like from Walt Disney is, "We keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we are curious, and curiosity leads us down new paths." Now, with the advent of AI entering more and more into the workplace, there are greater calls for people to come up with new ideas and new ways of looking at problems to solve. Having a curious mind will keep those ideas flowing and energy to keep going. And to add curiosity, play with an exercise I learned from Rob Walker's book, The Art of Noticing. In it, he shares an exercise where you could choose a colour and on the way to work, notice everything that features that colour. Now, as you do this exercise, bear in mind, if it wasn't within the context of this exercise, it's likely that you wouldn't even notice 99% of what you notice. And that's the thing about curiosity. If you're not curious, you miss a lot of things, and energy surfaces when new trait insights emerge. The fourth trait is intent. You have a clear goal and task you are carrying out to fulfill your purpose. There's nothing more energizing than getting stuck in on a task that you're passionate about. One where you know what you are doing it for and it is challenging. In his book, The Rise of the Superman, Stephen Kotler looked at extreme sports and how so many records got broke so frequently. Through his research, he found the ingredients of what was necessary for flow states. If you're a BMX pro and you're looking to do a stunt that involves you being airborne, spinning 360 degrees, you have to have A, clear intent, B, a skill that is challenging but theoretically manageable, and C, a complete absorption. But it starts with that intent, and that's where energy comes from, rather than being directionless and bounding from one thing to another, aimlessly wasting energy to the point where, and this is common for many, you feel that you've done a lot but nothing really of satisfaction. So to add an intent, this is probably one of the easiest things to initiate because it's simply about being very clear on what you are doing that. And for example, fulfill that purpose and projects in the days, weeks and months ahead. The fifth trait is autonomy. You have a sense of control and say in what you are doing on a daily basis. Now, I had a client a few weeks ago who said she is looking to drop a day a week at work because she is exhausted. Why? Because structural changes in her department is leaving her feel like she has no autonomy, no sense of being in control over what she does and being lurched from one crisis to another. In his book Drive, Daniel Pink highlighted the main components required for motivation. Along with mastery and purpose was autonomy. Being skilled in what you do requires you to have the space to be able to choose how you do your work. Being continually micromanaged, second guessed, shut out of major decisions affecting you has a massive drain on your energy. Creating the environment in your work where you have an autonomy will do wonders for your level of energy. So how do you add in this autonomy? Always ensure you have time carved out for yourself to do exactly what you want. With work and home, even if you own your own business, it's easy to get sucked into a task after task and forget what aspects of work gives you most energy. So carve out that time where you can do what you want and giving you the most excitement, challenge and energy. So they are the 5 components of an energized mind: purpose, openness, curiosity, intent, and autonomy. When you are full of energy and immersed in what you do, it's likely these 5 traits are present. If you are drained and not feeling like you're doing your best work, it's likely at least a couple of these will be missing. So be sure to like and subscribe to this channel and ensure you don't miss one video. And over the next few weeks, look at those 5 traits and see if you have much of them in your daily way of thinking. And if you don't, look at how you can incorporate those into your daily life. And I'll see you in the next video.